This is KRDS News, your news source for the Annandale High School Cardinals.
Happy Friday, Annandale High School. Welcome back to KRDS News. I'm Avery Broik.
And I'm Renee Green. Thanks for joining us this Friday for your weekly news updates and announcements. Here's a reminder that Picture Retake Day is next week, Tuesday, October 18th, right away in the morning.
Another little reminder to all the seniors to please get your senior pictures in. The cutoff is November 2nd, 2 weeks from today. The images must be vertical and contain no weapons. Please email them to yearbook2023@isd876.org.
First up, Ashton Edmondson interviewed Mr. Herman and asked him about the mock trial team.
I interviewed social studies teacher Mr. Herman this week to find out more about the activity he advises called mock trial.
Mock trial is a competition. We have a case that we get from the state of Minnesota, the Minnesota Bar Association, and then we as a team have to develop our strategy to try and win. And you have to develop questions to bring in the evidence to try to persuade the judge that you should prevail in the arguments.
There will be a mock trial informational meeting at 11:25 on Monday, October 17th in Mr. Herman's room.
Well, anyone in high school can be involved in it. They have to be willing to put the time in, though. It is fun. They work as a team and they have to build this case together.
What is your favorite part about mock trial?
Seeing the students grow and understanding the law, because when we first start out, it can be kind of complicated. And then sometimes the light bulb goes on and they start figuring out these rules of evidence that can be kind of challenging and how to apply them in a case. And so when they get that, it's very, very fun to see that happening.
Why should other kids want to be in mock trial?
The lawyers. They get to work with lawyers. We have 2 lawyers that will come in and help the students with the case. I will too, obviously. But they get to work with the lawyers, and they're great guys. And once we get going on the season and we go to these competitions against other schools, it could be exciting, winning the case against the other teams. But with this new group this year, they're going to have to work really hard, I think, to get some good wins in. But they can do it. I know they can. Another benefit is the students, it's good for college experience. It looks good on a resume if you're applying for colleges. And in addition, students learn how to be an effective speaker. You have to think on your feet a lot, and so that's a good skill to have for any person, really. So, yeah.
The mock trial team has been on pause since COVID. If you are interested, hit up Mr. Herman.
Next up, we have a returning segment called Student Spotlight. Jackson interviewed one of our foreign exchange students to learn a little more about her.
This week I interviewed Ibone, one of our foreign exchange student friends. Ibone, describe the area you live in.
I live in the north of Spain, in the center, next to France.
What is the biggest culture shock you have experienced living in the U.S.?
That you guys can drive, being in high school. In Spain, you can't drive until you're 18.
What is a school day like in Spain compared to the U.S.?
You guys have the same 4 subjects every single day of the week. We don't. For example, one day we would have 7 different subjects, the next day another 7 different subjects, and they go mixing themselves.
What is your favorite food here?
I tried mac and cheese and the s'mores.
But have you ever been to a bullfight?
Mm-hmm.
Wowza, watching the bullfighters sure does sound fun. Thank you, Ibone, for sharing a little bit about yourself.
Now for another fan favorite segment, Ethan and Darby bring you Students in the Wild Geography Edition.
What is the largest state in America?
Texas? Alaska?
All right, what is the largest state?
Alaska.
California.
Alaska.
Texas.
All right, what state is the farthest to the north in America?
Alaska. Maine.
North Dakota.
It's in the name, right?
So, yeah.
Alaska.
Maine.
It's Alaska once again.
What?
Yep.
Minnesota.
And which state is the farthest to the west?
Texas. Florida. Hawaii.
California.
Which state is the farthest to the west in America? Farthest to the west.
California.
Let's go Oregon.
Hawaii.
Alaska, boys.
Oh my God.
It's Alaska 3 in a row.
Oh my gosh.
It's all about Alaska, man. Now into the weather. Let's see what Mr. Braun has got for us today, and after that, it's on to sports.
Hello everyone, I'm Adam Braun here with your weekend weather report. Today it will be partly cloudy with a chance of some flurries with a high of 42 degrees. Moving into the weekend, Saturday will be partly to mostly cloudy with a high of 53 degrees. Moving on to Sunday, it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 45 degrees. Have a good weekend, Annandale.
Yikes, grab your mittens and get your hand warmers out. Let's talk about sports.
Tennis continues at section today. They play Bemidji in the semifinals at 2:30. Also, Avery Gagnon and Faith Simon play Saturday against the north half of the section. Good luck, girls. Cross-country folks ran at Princeton on Tuesday in the heat and wind, which seemed to come out of nowhere. The teams were up against some of the runners they will see at the sections, and the competition was on fire. Salworth pulled off another W. Can't wait to see what the future brings for the runners. Conference is next week, then sections and state during the first week in November. Good luck on your championship season, runners.
The volleyball team played played home Tuesday against New London and won because who's stopping them? The girls have won 12 straight games in a row. The game Tuesday was electric and the crowd was getting into it. Listen to the student section go. They also played yesterday in Howard Lake, winning and making them conference champs. Seriously, we have one talented team and they're so hardworking. They have their eyes on the prize and are striving towards state.
Now for some news in the football world. We are going to defer the story to one of our favorite stats girls and KRDS news correspondent, Avery Broik. Avery, what have you got for us?
Hi everyone, I'm Avery Broik, one of your local football stats girls. I'm here with some of the stats from Friday night's game. Our Annandale Cardinals played against the Holy Family Fire and destroyed them 43-7. Check out this hook and ladder trick play featuring Tyson Schoberg and Nathan Green that was executed perfectly. Tyson Schoberg led the team strong with 4 touchdowns, and Darby Johnson's first game was a success with him finally getting in and making 3 out of the 4 field goals he kicked. Gavin Wing was a prominent player on the defense this week, getting 6 tackles and 2 sacks. And shout out to our quarterback, Nick Walter, who led a great game with 146 passing yards. Back to you guys.
As you heard, the boys smashed Holy Family last Friday, but the team is focusing on tonight. They play at home against Princeton. Come support tonight, and the theme is camo. You're going to have to cheer loud because we won't be able to see you. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching KRDS News. I'm Jonah Peterson.
And I'm Jackson Pagachinik, and as always, go Cards.